The Swimsuit Guy is, well, a name that my mate Josh come up with when I basically started my YouTube channel. It's something that really started out as just reviewing racing swimwear, and has sort of branched off into some other things. I've done vlogs, I've done podcasts, I've done analysis videos, but it encapsulates everything basically swimming related that I want to make some sort of content on, and is a name that sort of links really just to the reviews I made at the beginning. Based on my views, maybe I should have been called the Goggle Guy, but who knows. The aim with this was basically to get free stuff, and that's really why I've always done sort of media related stuff. I used to run a high-end audio website called In Ear Space that, again, I realised I couldn't afford all this sort of fancy speakers and headphone equipment that I really wanted, so I thought if I reviewed it, companies would send it to me for free. They did, and then further down the line I thought I want to make something in the sort of swimming industry, so I always liked all the fancy racing suits and wanted to try them all, but really for how little I race nowadays, I couldn't justify buying every suit on the market. So I thought, well, if I start reviewing them, hopefully I'll get to a point where companies send them to me for free, and I can say I've achieved that. But to be honest, now it's much more than that. It's really cool that I get all the latest suits sent to me for free, and goggles and much more, but I find it really rewarding to do it. When I'd done headphones, it was just basically people looking for a justification of their purchases, whereas I don't know, I think I've got a little bit more of a personal relationship with my viewers on this, and I don't know, I find it really rewarding. It feels like I'm actually doing something for the community, and actually I get good feedback all the time, and it feels good. It feels good. Now I think the aim, I want it to grow, because why wouldn't I? I put time into it, so and you do get a sort of buzz when you get, you know, another 100 subscribers or another 1,000 subscribers. So I guess there's a self sort of value I get from it. But I don't know. I think if it can help people, ultimately that's what I want to do. I want to guide people in purchasing things and creating a way to love swimming. Also, I think is something that I want to give. I'm swimming obsessed. I always have been since 9, 10. And it's not ever dwindled to this day. Now I'm 24 and still obsessed with every element of the sport. And I think if I could have grown up, watched someone talk about swimming suits, swimming goggles, showing me competition vlogs of some cool meets in the likes of Dubai or outdoor pools, and just silly little challenges that I upload, like I would have loved it. And I'm personally a big fan of the guys who do vlog. I love watching Cody Miller's videos. I love watching Michael Andrews' videos. I like looking at Caleb Dressel's channel, and I think there should be a lot more of that. So I'm also trying to give back and hopefully create a little bit more enjoyment in the swimming world. I think with any swimmer of any age group watching, I just think you need to enjoy it. And I think so many people, and I know personally, leave a poolside after a training session or anything sad or annoyed or frustrated or down or just generally tired. And these emotions come with any sport, I'm sure, but if you can find a way to leave the pool happy and in a positive mindset, you'll enjoy what you do a whole lot more and do better because of it. I really do. When I coach, I try and make sure everyone's having a good time at the end, and that doesn't mean we haven't worked hard, that doesn't mean there hasn't been tears, but if you can leave and in a positive way, everything is just better because of that. And don't swim if you don't enjoy it, if you don't love it. I want everyone to love swimming because that's what I love, but unfortunately I know that's not the reality. But if you can find a way to love it, then do that, because if not, find something that you do love. I think everyone deserves to have something they love. I don't know where suits are going to go in the future. I don't think we're at the pinnacle, but I do think we're heavily limited. I think companies are doing more to sort of get around the FINA guidances that are in place. I think things like dual layering are allowing us to get more buoyancy, like we did when we had the bodysuits. But ultimately, with the amount of coverage we've got, you can only do so much. I do think there will have to be a breakthrough in sort of materials used, and I think, you know, when the suits were banned in 2009, the fabrics didn't really do great until 2012 when Arena had the Carbon Pro, and that was the first material that was actually like, well, we've innovated and we've created something that is a little bit better than the rest. And I think then Mizuno's sort of weird texture you've got on the back, what they call the Ribtex, I think has then elevated to another level. So I think better materials, better buoyancy and better mechanical support with things like just taping in strategic places. My favourite suit's easy. I'm wearing my Mizuno shirt right now, but the Mizuno GX Sonic in any of its iterations is just awesome. Honestly, any guy watching this, I think you should go and buy it and at least try it. Some people don't like it; they find it a bit too tight and too restrictive. But I think it's the only suit that makes a real obvious difference to anything else that I've tried. I think everything else is much of a like. But the Mizuno is the only one I think, wow, I honestly can tell a dramatic difference when I wear it. And it says that, and as I said, you might not like that difference it provides, but I think it's the biggest difference you'll feel. The worst suit, my God, I've had a few terrible, terrible things come through, but the Aquafil Oxygen and the Q Swimwear Q Glide, my God, these suits, both of them done the same thing. They claimed to have bonded seams, but that was literally just tape painted over stitching, and then they try to sell it as bonded seams. What a joke. But yeah, I've had some bad stuff come through, but it's funny, and I think it's good to have some stuff you can laugh about, I guess. I'm Sonny Trigg, I'm the Swimsuit Guy. That's supposed to sit there to stop it. Take that out.